What's up, everybody? Welcome to the N1 Physiques podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and today we are diving into the topic of how to stay on track with your diet. Now, as I have uploaded a ton of new content, I want this week's primary focus to be on staying the course with your diet. You know, I've added quite a few new clients this year, and I'm super excited about that. And, you know, this year I want it to be your year for making significant gains. And so as the business of N1 Physiques, my job is to create the best content, the best free advice, the best free value exchange content, meaning I'm going to give value in exchange for just you commenting, you liking, because my number one goal in life is to help you live your life at the most highest optimal level. And in N1 Physiques, we focus on three pillars of the business, which is movement, meditation, and nutrition. And as you start to train with me, you know, if you get a meal plan from me, if you get a training plan from me, if you get some mental health advice from me when it comes to meditation, you know that I hold myself and my clients to a very high standard. And so as we're diving into this podcast today, the goal is to inform you on many different ways about structuring your diet day to day so that you can stay on track. And so that's what this podcast is all about. Now, the first thing I want to just dive into that I think is pretty interesting is using AI chat GPT for a question that I asked: list the best carbohydrates for building muscle. And here are the top 10 carbohydrates according to AI chat GPT for building muscle. We've got brown rice coming in at number 1, sweet potatoes coming in at number 2, quinoa number 3, whole wheat bread number 4, oatmeal number 5, barley number 6, whole grain pasta number 7, lentils is number 8, chickpeas is number 9, and then yams is number 10. Those are the 10 best carbohydrates for building muscle. And so start incorporating those into your diet. Now, one of the things that I've just got done doing is created a carbohydrate cheat sheet. And what this cheat sheet is it breaks down 3 columns of 25 grams of carbohydrates, 50 grams of carbohydrates, and 75 grams of carbohydrates. And in each column, what it does is show the exact measurement for what each of those values would be, right? So for 1 cup of white rice, that's 50 grams of carbohydrates. So when I have white rice in the column, for 25 grams of carbohydrates, it's 75 grams cooked or half a cup. For 50 grams, it's 150 grams cooked or a full cup. Or for 75 grams of carbohydrates, it's 225 grams of rice cooked or 1.5 grams or 1.5 cups of rice cooked. So what this breaks it down into is options for you to look at and switch it out, right? Because one of the things that has helped me stay lean throughout my entire life is being able to substitute different carbohydrates throughout my meals, right? So this is going to sound really crazy, but let's just say, you know, I don't want to eat rice, I don't want to have potatoes, or maybe it's just super inconvenient for me to make that at that time. I will substitute oatmeal with chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will have my chicken, I will have my protein, I will have my shrimp, I will have even a scoop of protein powder if I need to get those 25 to 50 grams of protein in per meal. But I will also add in a freaking cup of oatmeal if I need to, sprinkle some honey, right? And so having the options, right, to be able to substitute different meal plans, meaning different meal ideas, meaning different carbohydrate options, will give you the flexibility to stay on track. Because I truly believe that the reason that people fall into the trap of, you know, gaining excess weight is because of convenience, right? And so if you can add the convenience factor to your life, for example, being able to substitute on demand tortillas, right, for potatoes or rice at that moment, or cereal at that moment. I'm not saying to do this every single day, but if you are falling behind and maybe your protein's already pre-cooked, but you need a carbohydrate source at that moment, go ahead, have the cereal, go ahead, have the bread, go ahead, have the pasta, because what that's doing is fueling your body the way it needs to. And so when most of my clients start with me, I would say 98% of the people that start with me, we're building the metabolism up. And so within those first 6 weeks, we're having bread, we're having pasta, we're having bagels, we're having English muffins. Now, what other coach is telling you to do that? Right? What dietitian is telling you to have that? And I am, because what's happening is we're building your caloric tolerance up. And when you're building your caloric tolerance up, we don't really care about, you know, what carbs you're having. Yes, it does matter. I'm not saying go have a freaking donut with every meal, but understand that, you know, maybe a donut post-workout is super effective because your insulin levels are a lot more sensitive, and you can digest that glucose and turn that into glycogen for your muscle to be, utilized for the next workout. And so that's what this carbohydrate cheat sheet has really started to do. And I want to send that out whenever you onboard with me as a client, right? So that you have these options. So for example, if I have, for lunch, you have, as a dude, right? You've got 6 ounces of protein and you've got 50 grams of carbohydrates, right? And this is for meal 2. So what you can do, if it's rice, I want you preferably to have rice or potatoes, because that's going to be the best food for you to build muscle. But let's just say you don't have rice or you don't have potatoes cooked, or you're freaking tired of it that day. What you can do is look at this cheat sheet and then substitute it. Maybe you're doing, instead of, the rice or potatoes, you're switching that out for the tortillas. Maybe you're switching it out for 2 bananas, right? Because 2 bananas is equivalent to 50 grams of carbohydrates. 1 banana is 25 grams of carbohydrates. And so when you start to know these different variables, you can start to mix and match your diet in such a way that it works for you. So you're not going out and you're like, oh man, I need to have Chipotle this time. Oh man, I need to go have fast food this time. No, you have the availability to switch it out in that moment. And I really want to nail and hammer this point home, that when you know the facts, the nutrition facts, on different foods, you are able to substitute them out. Now, if you're trying to get a shredded 6-pack and you want to have gills on the side of your body, that may not be the option for you. But if you are someone that is overweight and you are trying to just drop the weight and get to a really decent body fat percentage, around 15%, then you are able to substitute these out. You don't have to be super rigid. The reason that you become super rigid is if you want to stay shredded. But once you get to that low body fat percentage and you do the work once, then you can start to substitute those meals for different carbohydrates throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout your month. And then dieting is no longer dieting. Dieting becomes extremely fun. And dieting doesn't have to be a diet. It doesn't have to be super restrictive. But when you know 2 bananas is 50 grams of carbohydrates, 10 ounces of sweet potatoes is 50 grams of carbohydrates, 3 to 4 tortillas of flour tortillas is 50 grams of carbohydrates. Let's continue to look at it, right? 1 bagel is 50 grams of carbohydrates. 1.5 English muffins is 50 grams of carbohydrates. Whole grain pasta, 6 ounces of whole grain pasta cooked is 50 grams of carbohydrates. When you know this, or you have a coach helping you, which I want to help you do, then dieting can start to become a lot of fun, because it's just similar to this example right here. Take this example with a grain of salt. Take it lightly when I say this, but here's really what happens. In a relationship, if you're dating someone and you do the same damn routine over and over, you're going to the same restaurant, you're going to the same freaking, walk that you do every day, and that's the same routine. It may be fun at first, but eventually you're going to get bored, and you're going to see, someone else that's having a fantastic relationship doing multiple things, and you're like, why can't I do that? Dieting is the same way. Here's what I mean. You can have a very set, rigid meal plan, and it may work at first, but eventually you're going to get kind of tired of it, and you're going to want to switch some things out. And so when you're able to switch and substitute things out, it keeps it novel, it keeps it exciting. And so just like a relationship, if you want the relationship to be exciting and fun, you need to be able to pull different cards, go on different dates. If you want your diet to be consistent and you want it to stay fun and novel, you're going to need to be able to switch different things out. And so as a coach, as a content creator, I am trying this year to create as much valuable content for you as a human being that follows me, to learn how to substitute different foods in and out so that you can have the most flexible diet, but also have the right ingredients for you to build muscle, be lean, be strong, be healthy, feel vibrant, be able to lift heavy weight, and have the right information for you to live your ultimate highest version of yourself. That is super important for me. Because as I have learned, that confidence comes from being able to feel good when you look at yourself in the mirror, feel good when you wear certain different clothes that, maybe you were embarrassed to put on before. Confidence comes from knowing that you look good, and when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you radiate positive energy. And when you radiate positive energy, you're able to go and you're able to talk to whoever that is. You're able to make that connection, establish that relationship. You're able to genuinely impact other people around you, even in the Publix, the grocery store line. That positivity, that confidence that is radiating, knowing that you're making yourself better, is the spiritual journey that all of us are on. If you're trying to make yourself better, you are on a spiritual journey. Whether you believe in God or not, if you want to get better, that is a spiritual journey. You are having to go within and self-analyze yourself and be able to look at what is working, what is not working, and what you get to add. And when you really take inventory of what is working, what is not working, and what you get to add, and you actually apply it to your life, what happens is your life starts to flourish. And you get to keep repeating the process. And that is the beauty about life, is when you're really ready to take yourself to the next level, that is an opportunity that is available for all of us in this present moment. And I believe truly, for me and a lot of people that I've worked with, is the moment that you start taking care of your health, you start eating right, you start training, you start seeing your body put on muscle, you start seeing yourself really feel vibrant and positive and just extremely strong in who you are and where you're going. That is what starts to affect your finances, your relationships, your family, your community. All these different facets of life start to become just freaking blowing up out of proportion, because you're focusing on the main thing, which is yourself, and you cannot help others until you learn to help yourself. And so stop, put away the trash, put away the garbage, put away the chips, put away the juice, put away the freaking fast food. Stop eating that crap. It's only making you weak. It's making your mind bogged down. Start just putting protein in your body. Try to focus on having protein with every single meal. If you're a chick, that weighs 120 pounds. Try to have 100 to 120 grams of protein a day. If you're a dude that's 180 pounds, try to have 180 to 220 grams of protein per day. Start really trying to maximize that. And then the first thing I would say is that if you're just starting on this journey, focus on the protein content. Really focus on yourself, building that freaking habit up, and start implementing different carbohydrates, different fats into that, but focus first on the protein. Because for the rest of your life, you need to be having protein in your diet. This isn't just a diet thing. This isn't just a one-time thing. Having protein in your body is a valuable habit to start to create for yourself if you're looking to have a long, healthy, vibrant, positive, strong, just powerful life. Protein is the source of that. It's not just for building muscle either. It affects different biological processes that'll help you with cellular regeneration. It'll help you with transporting different things to different parts of your body. Amino acids are the breakdown of protein that help facilitate those different biological processes, and many more. Over 500 different biological processes are being affected by protein, not just building muscle. And so I'm going to conclude this passionate talk by saying this. If you need help, if you really need help and you're ready to make a change, I want to help you. I want to serve you at the highest level. I truly believe that me and you together, with the help of your communication and my communication, I can help your problem. I can help you reach that result that you've always been trying. If you tried to diet and you've gained the weight back, The diet didn't work. It was the system. And so I want to be the one to provide you with the systems, the keys, so that you can live the life that you've always wanted and stop struggling with this issue. Please let me help you. Please reach out to me. I want to be your coach, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you as a client and a coach have the freaking result that you want. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am the best possible solution for you. I know it from the freaking bottom of my heart that I can help you reach your goal 100%. 100%. So choose me. Choose your coach. Join the team. Join N1 Physiques. This is the opportunity. 2023, the Jordan year, is the year that we freaking slam dunk our goals. This is the year that we freaking take it to the freaking paint. We take it to the paint, we slam dunk it, and we keep coming back for more. And we keep coming back for more. And we keep coming back for more. And we don't take our foot off the freaking gas until we've reached the finish line. We don't take our foot off the throat of our opponent until we've freaking done the damn thing. And so if you're ready to make a freaking change, join me, join the team, Team N1 Physiques. I'm out.